Hey everyone, here's my take on the classic Italian dish, Bolognese. So you're gonna start off with some carrots, celery, onions, your sauces, and your meat of choice, of course, and in with the usual suspect, olive oil. Take some red onions. I use about a half of red onions. And you're just gonna saute this for about 4 to 5 minutes till it gets somewhat translucent. Then you're going to add in your celery and your carrots to that and cook that for about 5 minutes. And to that you're gonna use wine. Use wine that you would rather drink. Don't cheap out on this. And use about a cup. Why not have good wine and food that you're gonna eat anyway? So first I'm gonna do half a cup to season my vegetables, just to deepen the flavor. And then I'll use the other cup for my meat. So I use about 2 pounds of meat for this sauce. And make sure you kind of go through with this, get all the clumpiness out. Make sure that every part of that beef is well done and cooked. So in goes my other half of a cup of wine to season my meat. And this will take about 5 minutes. Let the alcohol evaporate and just let it do its thing. And because I am me, right, I'm going to use some soy sauce. Don't let this be just part of your Asian dishes. Don't sleep on soy sauce. It really brings out more of a salty flavor, but in a good way. The umami flavor kind of brings out the meat also, and it just makes everything delicious. Then we're gonna go in with making of our sauce. So in goes our passata, which is basically a tomato puree. And the reason why you would rather use a puree rather than a sauce is because a puree has more depth to it. The flavor is just deeper. And then in goes your paste, which binds your sauce together. And then after that, you're going to put in your peeled tomatoes. This kind of gives it texture to your sauce. Now you're gonna have to go through with this because you want to crush all that peeled tomato. It took me about 10 minutes to do this, but it was well worth it. Gives such a nice texture to your sauce. And you're just gonna stir that in until you're satisfied with how you want your sauce to be. And because you're gonna stew this for 4 to 5 hours, you're gonna constantly add in your water to make sure that your sauce isn't dry and that you don't burn it. And just keep stirring it until you find that the sauce is ready, and then just stew it for 4 to 5 hours. Honestly, the longer the better. I'm adding in nutmeg. Now this is optional. I do this because it gives it such a subtle sweetness to the sauce, and you can hardly tell, but it makes it quite a difference. This is my sauce about an hour in. Now you want little air bubbles and little air pockets. You don't want it to be too drastic, and just keep your flame on low. So as you can tell, the little air pockets are there, and just do this for 4 to 5 hours. The longer, the better. And in goes my pasta. I'm using a thick pasta, like a pappardelle. And that's what you want. You want something thick. That way it grabs your meat sauce as you're taking each bite. And I'm using an egg yolk pasta. Honestly, it was so much better than regular one. So if you could grab your hands on one, you should try it out. And so I'm gonna put the sauce on the bottom of the pan, and then to that my pasta, and then more sauce. And make sure to save some of your pasta water just so it binds your sauce and your pasta together. I obviously kept adding more sauce to my pasta because I enjoy a really saucy pasta apparently. And here is my bolognese. I hope you guys enjoyed the video just as much as I enjoyed making this, and I hope you guys go and try this. There are tons of recipes out there, but until next time, thanks for watching.